Top 10 Prince Harry craziest moments that showed his real character. Starting off with number 10, Spare, the memoir. This controversial memoir that was released last year has made quite a few people question Harry's intention. Highly sensitive information about family members is included, which obviously had not been discussed with the family members before. Things such as William being circumcised or Camilla being a villain just sounds like something Harry wanted to say to alter the way people look at them. The memoir honestly seems like a stab in the back of his family, and it most definitely is not a good look for Harry or even Meghan, who have come out more than once saying the family never supported them and how their staff was never looking out for them either. I'm not taking sides here, mostly because I don't know them in real life, but I will say if you're gonna cry rivers, at least stop doing the absolute most to try to make your own family look bad, because that makes you look bad too. But what do you guys think? Was it right for Harry to expose the family the way he has, even before the publication of the memoir? Number 9, Megxit. The couple negotiated their exit as senior working members of the royal family. It was an unprecedented move that sent shockwaves through Britain. The late queen admitted that the family would have preferred them to remain full-time working members of the royal family, but still respect and understand their wish to live a more independent life as a family. The move was dubbed Megxit. The use of her name rather than a collective term for the two of them was interpreted by some as Meghan being the instigator, despite it being highly publicized that it was a mutual decision. Harry even explained how the term Megxit is a misogynistic term that was created by a troll, amplified by royal correspondence, and grew into mainstream media. Some may take it as a joke, but obviously Harry does not play by his wifey. Number 8, financial independence. The couple claims to have given up a lot to start a whole new life, but did they? So far, most things they have been doing involve the fact that they haven't given up some aspects of the life they were once living. For one, the title of Harry and Meghan's foundation caused some royal drama because they were told they were no longer allowed to use Royal Sussexes in the title. They eventually came to an agreement that the title will be revised after the spring of 2020. Other ways it just doesn't seem that the couple has let go completely is by the fact that they are profiting off the grief they experienced from the royals and is sharing it with people in different forms, like the series, interviews, and even the memoir Harry dropped, Spare, which focuses greatly on how he dealt with all the royal drama and his experience in many incidences throughout his life. On to number 7, profiting off the family. Even though they aren't going to be making money as working members of the royal family, the couple has found other ways to collect their checks. Along with their highly controversial Netflix docuseries and Spare, I have a feeling the couple has found their sweet spot when it comes to content the audience will pay for. And yep, you guessed it. It usually involves never heard before tea on the very private royal family. Their production company Archwell Productions signed the $100 million deal to make the Netflix series, as well as a $25 million deal with Spotify, where Meghan hosts a podcast and discusses real life issues with celebrities. And even though they were not paid for the interview they had done with Oprah, it cost the royal family their reputation. Meghan and Harry chose to expose the royals in this CBS special, where allegations of racism were brought up, unfair treatment towards Meghan, and even how they were cut off financially by the royals after stepping back from the royal responsibilities. And as juicy as the memoir is, Harry doesn't seem to hold back his distaste for the relation the royals have with the British media. Harry even insinuated that the relationship the royals have with the press has dictated a lot of kinds of attention and headlines they've had, calling them an extended arm of PR for over 30 years. We already knew how much Harry dislikes the paparazzi, especially after his mother's fatal car crash. So I guess there's no surprise that he decided to go in on the British media and their invasive tactics. But to be fair, I can't blame him for being annoyed with them. I can imagine how tiring it is to have to be careful of how you live your own life to avoid making headlines as often as they already do. Number 6, exposing the royals. Harry was pretty close to his mom, the late Princess Diana, and even dedicated the memoir to her. Within the book, he talks about how he went back to the tunnel where the fatal car crash happened and admitted it wasn't the closure he was hoping for. Harry is quoted as saying he rode past the Ritz where his mother had dinner that night, and even through the tunnel along the Seine River at the Pont de l'Alma Bridge, where the car carrying Diana crashed in August 1997. He was 23 at the time of recreating the route. He asked his driver to go at 65 miles per hour, which was the exact speed her car had supposedly been driving, according to police at the time of the crash. In his words, "I'd always imagined the tunnel as some treacherous passageway, inherently dangerous, but it was just a short, simple, no-frills tunnel." He also added, "No reason anyone should ever pass away inside the tunnel." Is Harry insinuating something? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Harry also writes that he asked his driver to go through the tunnel a second time. "It is always sad to lose someone close to you, and at the age he lost her at, plus the lack of support he had from the family was more difficult for his grieving process." The memoir shares his attempt to contact Diana through a woman who claimed to have powers. Harry says the woman did give him a message from Diana where she assures him that he is living the life she couldn't and the life she wanted for him. Harry getting real in the book is interesting to see, especially since the royals are known to keep the skeletons in the closet. But just like his mom, he doesn't seem to care about hiding certain things other members would. Number 5, controversy over a name. Another controversy to add to the list the couples involved in. There was a debate of whether Harry and Meghan asked the Queen if they could use her private nickname Lilibet for their baby girl. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex admitted they bought Lilibet Diana and Lily Diana internet domains before Harry spoke to his gran. The couple said they wanted them to stop profiteers from cashing in, but the prince's biographer said he clearly hadn't consulted the Queen at that point. It is common courtesy to ask, and this is no ordinary grandmother, this is the Queen. The Sussexes threatened to sue the BBC after it quoted a source as saying they never asked permission to name their daughter Lilibet. They insisted the Queen was the first family member Harry called after the birth, and she was supportive of their choice. Number 4, Unforgivable Lies. Some people believe Prince Harry and Meghan should be stripped of their titles for telling unforgivable lies despite aspects of his own book being called into question. Tom Bower, author of Revenge, told Good Morning Britain he believed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's television interview with Oprah were hugely damaging to the royal family. You think, Tom? Bower's comments were part of a debate on the show about whether the couple should be stripped of their titles over the publication of Prince Harry's memoir. The couple has also been accused of hypocrisy. Their actions have been pretty problematic in the past couple of years, but what do you guys think? Are they hypocrites? On to number 3, controversial interviews. When his bombshell TV and podcast interviews dropped, creating a lot of controversy, Harry had to return to the UK to reunite with his family, which he only did twice. The first reunion took place in April when the Duke of Sussex flew to London to attend Prince Philip's funeral. His second trip home was when he participated in the unveiling of the statue in honor of his late mother, Princess Diana. Both times, there was a lot of tension between Harry and the royal family, and many who were obviously upset and angry over the fact that Harry and Meghan were publicly dissing the monarchy over the past year. Although the Duke is said to have met privately with his brother William, his father Charles, and his late grandmother the Queen during these trips, Harry himself has never spoken out about what it is like to reunite with the royals following the furious controversy that arose from his numerous interviews. I want to say it wasn't the most friendly encounter. Clearly tension was high in the palace. Number 2, Shady Charles. We all know about the infamous extramarital affair between Charles and Diana. So reading about it in Harry's memoir is a new interesting point of view for people to learn. Even though the royals have shut down numerous claims that Harry might be the son of James Hewitt because of their resemblance, there is one joke Charles made that was added to the memoir that is totally worth talking about. During a visit to a psychiatric ward, there was a patient claiming to be the Prince of Wales. Charles had to set the record straight and told him that he was the Prince of Wales. Honestly, thanks for clarifying that for us, Charles. Anyway, Charles later said to Harry, "Who knows if I'm even your real father? Perhaps your father really is in Broadmoor." Yikes. Charles was salty. Harry found the joke in poor taste. Here's an example of a dad joke that really is not funny. And finally, number 1, the Duchess Drama. The Sussexes made waves when it was announced that they would be moving out of Kensington and into Windsor's Frogmore Cottage, amid speculation that a rift had developed between the two couples because Kate and Meghan are very different people. Shocking! People realized 2 different women with 2 different backgrounds behave differently. Those close to the royals believe Harry and William's rift may never be healed. Another source close to the brothers claim Harry is still an outsider as things are still too raw for William. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy royal updates. Until next time, I'll catch you next time.